Lola still loves me. That's okay, just go play. Whoop, woo! You do love me, right? Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike. I'm back with another video on my 500,000-mile Cadillac Escalade. Yep, this little girl has gone to the moon and back. I mean, 475,000 miles, 502 if you want to be exact. But, woo! So, in today's video, what I want to do is take a look at the brakes. Remember, Randy and I took this thing out for a spin. I just replaced one side, one caliper. The other one looked fine. It already had a different rotor on it. And everybody jumped on my bones. They were really upset that I didn't do both sides. So today we're going to replace the other front rotor and caliper. Then we'll take a look at the back brakes and see what the problem is. Then we'll take a look at the suspension, see what the problem is, and then hopefully we can take her for a drive. You really have to be kidding me, right? See all the little pistons? Oh, it looks like snow. I'm flooring a V12 engine. You thought this was going to be perfect, right? Why can't I, like, fall in love with a Lexus? Monkey. Wrench. Mike. Yay!
I'm in the car.
Well, we made a terrible discovery, and I don't know what's going on over here. This is Benzo, and that's Lola, and they're just kind of playing together. They're being friends. Benzo has been very, very horny, I guess is a good word. And maybe... maybe Beamer isn't putting out. Look at that. They just want to play. That's okay. Just go play. You're good. Go have fun. Go frolic, but no, you know what, all right? None of that. Do not put out. You are a lady. All right, well, the brakes that Rock Auto sent do not match the brakes on the car. Once again, Rock Auto sent me wrong parts. This is like the third or fourth time in a couple of months. And I use Rock Auto all the time and I love them, but for some reason, I'll put up a picture. Yeah, they just don't match. They do not match. So I've had to reuse the brake pads here. We have the new caliper on, which is good news because it moves. The other one did not move. And once we get this reattached, we'll focus our attention onto the back brakes and see what's happening here because as you can see, they weren't really grabbing at all. I do have some new brake pads for the back. Hopefully they fit. We'll find out. But there is something in the air. I don't know if it's love or just being playful. Maybe he's being playful. I don't know. Lola, are you good? Okay. Benzo, are you good? See, he's no humping. No humping today. First, let me tell you about today's sponsor. Do you remember Factor? Well, our first video had such a great response. The company is back for a series of videos. And let me tell you, if you're like me, you don't like going to the grocery store, you don't like the food prep, the cleaning, the cooking, and all that kind of stuff, this is a great way to get around all of that. All you have to do is open the fridge, choose one of their 34 meals you get every week. These are all fresh, they're never frozen, chef prepared, and dietitian approved meals. You pop them in the microwave, and in 2 minutes, you have a delicious, nutritious meal right there in front of you. How good is it? Let me show you. If you're a food connoisseur, there's a Gourmet Plus option. You can treat yourself to upscale meals prepared with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus. Or if you're watching your weight, there are calorie-conscious options where you can try delicious, dietitian-approved calorie-smart meals with about 550 calories or less per serving. All of the meals are prepared by chefs and ready to eat in only 2 minutes. This is my favorite part of the video. This is where we get to taste test these delicious meals. Okay, so right here, this is the jalapeno lime cheddar chicken with rice. And then on this side, we have black pepper and sage pork chop with broccoli right there. And these both smell delicious. We're gonna jump right in here to the chicken and give it a quick little taste test because I'm excited to see just how this tastes. I know it's gonna be amazing. Okay, yeah, that, Woo! The jalapeno and the lime bring this thing to life. Holy moly. And the rice, of course. Okay, that's good. That is spicy, but that is, oh my gosh, the chicken is so, so juicy. All right, let's try the black pepper and sage pork chop. It's gonna be a completely different taste. This is gonna be completely different. Okay, this is good. This is amazing. This is the apple, beet, and ginger. They have drinks as well, as you can see right here. Oh, that's delicious too. Oh, those beets. Oh, I love beets. You can taste the beets. Whew. All right, and finally, a little broccoli right here because my mom says I have to eat more greens. It's fresh. This is, like it says, fresh, never frozen. It's delivered fresh right to your door, and this is, woo, some good stuff. So, because you are watching, you get a special discount code. If you go to the website, and the link is going to be right here, factor75.com, use this discount code MWMike50, like Monkey Wrench Mike 50, MWMIKE50. That's going to get you 50% off your first Factor box. Your first of many, I guarantee you, because this is delicious. This is good stuff. All right, folks, I'm going to get back to work on the video very, very soon, but I can't wait anymore on this. This is the rest of my day right here. Okay, folks, I got to say thank you to everybody at Factor because this is some of the best chicken I think I've ever had. It's another day. The temperature has cooled down. The ducks are still shedding all over my backyard. And I want to say thanks to everybody who pointed out I needed to trim my grass right there. I did a couple weeks ago. I need to mow the yard again. I know, but it's just these stupid cars are keeping me so busy. I don't have time for my own grooming of my yard, if you know what I'm saying. Look at the ducks. Papa Duck's gonna come over here and check things out because he likes me in the backyard. Mama Duck likes to get picked up and Lola just likes to run amok. We're focusing on this today. This is the Hydro Boost / master cylinder / proportioning valve right there that I got out of a 2003 Cadillac. This is a 2003 Cadillac. So what I want to do is replace the unit, because this one has almost 500,000 miles on it. The one over there it was a good looking car. The seats were they were in perfect condition. Someone already took the front seats out, so I couldn't grab those. But I'm gonna say that car had maybe 120,000 miles on it. This is gonna be easily removed. We remove, Lola's trying to get the duck to play with her. Yep, that's exactly what she's doing. So this is easily removed. You got a couple of lines here. You take it apart right here. I'm taking this whole unit out. So we remove these 2 lines. There's 4 that go to each of the wheels. This line comes off. I have an electrical connector here. This part right here, the actual reservoir, the Blakefoot reservoir, we're going to reuse because the other one had a hole in it. And we're going to put a little bit of time into this. Price, $100 for this whole unit right here. And I think that's money well spent. I think this is going to fix our problem. So let's check it out. Maybe we'll do a time-lapse video. You guys can enjoy some music and you can watch me scream in pain and agony as I get this thing out. No, it's not that difficult. It's really not that hard. We have all of the brake lines detached. We have this detached. We have the electrical connectors detached. All that is left, I have 4 nuts under the dash. It's right up by the brake pedal, and we're going to remove that. Then this whole unit will slide out. Then I got to figure out how this thing comes off, because I have to reuse this one. And then we're just going to keep moving forward, and hopefully we will have brake fluid getting to all 4 of the wheels. So let's go inside. We're going to remove 4 bolts way up there, and then we'll take this thing out. Okay, I won't show you that because there's no room for a camera, and you're probably going to hear some unspeakable words if I did. We have 1 hydro boost removed from the vehicle and disassembled. Yes, this is what the insides look like on the hydro boost, and this is the repair kit. You get a little gasket and a gasket, and they even give you a little E12 just in case you don't have one, because E12 is what holds these 2 pieces together. Basically, what goes wrong with these things, this right here becomes hard and fluid starts leaking out and you lose your brake, okay? So basically, you just kind of dig it out of here. It's halfway down. See it right there? That's where it is. You dig it out, you replace it, you replace this gasket right here, you assemble everything. You got to make sure that the little valley right here sits in these 2 little wheels right there, okay? And this is how it all goes back together. Then you tighten it up, I think it's 25 foot-pounds, and you're good to go. So we're just going to replace this off camera, get it all back together. I have already removed the good reservoir and put it onto the master cylinder right there because that one had a hole in it. All right, there's my proportioning valve. I think I cleaned it up pretty good. I'm going to get all the threads and everything all nice and neat. Then we'll put this all back together and we'll give, this chapter an ending, and we'll begin another one. But we have to wait because it's raining. It's another day, and I have monkeyed this up. So, without further ado, say hello to my second new-to-me Hydro Boost. Yeah, these little pieces are so difficult to get back to where they belong. This little thing, it's so tight, and my new little O-ring that goes right down in there, see it sticking halfway out right there? Yeah, it was so tight, I ripped it up. And I don't want to wait a week for a new one to arrive. Here's remnants of the part that was sticking out. Yep, I don't know why I couldn't do it, but I couldn't, and I'm done. So I'm saying goodbye to you, except for the springs, which go right there, okay? Well, here it is, actually, right here, okay? So I have another one. This is from an 05 Yukon, I believe. And all I need to do is put the spring back in here, put the little cover on it, and this will work fine, okay? It wasn't leaking. I checked it. It's actually in really good shape. I just have to remove these old hoses and we'll install this. This is going to work perfect. There are no leaks. It was a low mileage, I don't know, Tahoe, whatever, I don't know. But it looked like it was in really good condition, and so I'm just going to do this, put it back together, and hopefully bring this Escalade to a nice, quiet, smooth stop. I hope, because this is me today. It's been another long day, no shower, no nothing, and I'm a hot mess. This is going to work perfectly. So let me get this back together. We'll get it back into the vehicle, and then we'll see if our work has paid off. She is now all back together. It is yet another day. This is the video that will never end. Yeah, so this is what she looks like. All of these brake lines are correct. They are tightened and everything else. The only thing that is weird about this, the brake line that goes down below here is capped off. So I have one brake line on the back side of this proportion valve that is attached, and there's one way on the back right there, but there's the front one and it's capped off, and I don't know why. So all the Cadillac Escalade experts, please let me know why. It's the one right under this entry right here. It's capped off. I don't know. The gang's all here, and it is another day. I've got my spectacles on, and we have decided that this is a spectacle of a GM product because we are trying to figure out why there is no brake fluid getting to the back half of the car. Okay, I've been doing this for days and days. And what I've discovered, one, this is a complete disaster. Two, look at all this gunk. There, I had to sweep because of all the crap that fell out. 100,000 miles? No. 200,000 miles? No. 3, 4, almost 500,000 miles? Yes. Right here. Now, I've already kind of power washed in there, and you can see some of the shiny bits, but I want to show you what's going on with the brake system, okay? If I pull this down, look at that. This is capped, okay? This is your main line, okay, from the brake hydro boost. This is your secondary line, which is capped. I don't know why. It's not supposed to be like that. I've already replaced that one line with the steel hose coming down right there. Yeah, I've already replaced that because it was leaking, and I've loosened this one a little bit right here. But if we trace what's going on back here, it's another mess because they have, oh my goodness, the wrong line capped off at the ABS module, okay? They have capped off the secondary line, okay? And if we go under here, let me see if I can even do this. This is, I've got, okay, I do have two types of support because this is one super heavy vehicle and I don't want to get cut in half. But if we go back here, and let me kind of show you, I may need my light. Okay, this, there you go, right there. Those are the lines coming into your ABS. That's the ABS module right there behind that bolt, okay? And one of them is cut and capped again, okay? And I believe, which one is it? I can't even see right now. I'm trying to show you guys. This is it right here, okay? So this is to the, I'll have to check my diagram. I printed it out. I think it's left front, right front. So for some reason, they've got the wrong one going into, this is the primary and this is the secondary input into the ABS. They thought they were capping off, I guess, the secondary, but they capped off the right front. I don't know. This is a hot mess. And to get this out is going to be so much fun. Look at how the wires kind of twist and turn and everything. So I did go to the junkyard, and I have two brake lines because I think they screwed up. Whoever was working on the brakes, and that poor girl said she was terrified of this car. Well, I know why. I know why. It's a hot mess under here. This is terrible. So what we're going to do, we're going to get even dirtier. I've got to replace those two brake lines, okay? I've got to replace the secondary going to the, I want to say, right front, and then I have to replace whatever is going from the input, secondary input, back up to here somewhere. I hope I got the right brake lines. So we're going to do that, and we'll be back in just a minute. But this is something. This, look, Mama Duck had to sit down. She just can't take it anymore. Three hours later, look how old my hands look. Look how white and wrinkly. It's because I've been in gloves for 3 hours. We now have brake lines going where they are supposed to go. Okay, see the two bottom ones right there? Yes, I'm glad I grabbed those. We have them kind of supported. Look how dirty this is. Yeah, they're on the frame and they go back to the ABC module where they are supposed to be. And when you work hard, this is what you look like. This is real life, folks. This is YouTube. Lola still loves me. You do love me, right? Oh, thank you. I love you too. Anyhow, yeah, this is what it took to get that job done. I do want to show you. Remember we had the oxygen sensor error? Yeah, when I put my fancy code reader up on this. Okay, now Lola, you have to move. I love you, but get the F away from me. So we have an issue right there. That is connected to my oxygen sensor that they tried to remove. Remember the lady said someone tried to steal it? The cat? Yeah, they did. They cut the crap out of it. Anyway, that is my oxygen sensor. So I got to figure out where it goes, okay? Then, once we get that put on, we're going to focus our attention right here. Whoop, woo, whoop, woo. Because I had a gentleman who was kind enough to send me two, I feel like Count Dracula, shocks. So we're going to put them on. He sent them to me for free. I couldn't even pay for postage. So Thank you so much. Insert name here. Yo, I know who you are. Yeah, anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to get the new shock absorbers put on. Then we'll bleed the system. And then we can take it to get the VIN inspected because I still have to get the title for this thing. All right, it's pending a VIN inspection. So let's get to work because this ain't pretty. This is not pretty. All right, 2 more hours later. One Dremel tool, a shock absorber that's in all kinds of little bits and pieces right there. All these crazy tools, but we got her done. Okay, so a huge thank you for the new shocks. They are magnificent. This is the side with the new ABS sensor. I also have the little arm. This was missing the little arm for your level sensor. And it's all buttoned back up. But this has been an ordeal, okay? Yeah, so this is, I'm totaling my driveway. This is horrible. This is really, really shitty. And I'm done. I'm done for the day. So I am getting brakes at the front. We're still looking for brakes at the back. Lola's been checking on me. Look at my arm. That's an indication my face is 10 times worse, and I'm not going to show you. But anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll come back tomorrow and figure out why we're not getting any brake fluid to the rear brakes. But we're getting brake fluid to the 2 front brakes. Look at my finger. And we have 2 new shock absorbers, so we have made progress. But I'm hungry. Lola's hungry. The ducks are hungry. So I'm going to go feed the family. We'll see you soon. It is now day 47 or 48. I've just forgotten. I've completely forgotten because every day this Escalade is just sucking years off of my life. Every single day. So as you can see, yeah, we have fresh from the junkyard ABC pump, ABC module. One of these 2 are going to fix the problem. I guarantee you. So we'll get this on first. See if we get any fluid to the back brakes. If not, then we replace this. If not, then we're just going to burn it. We'll have a bonfire, and you're invited. I'll bring the marshmallows. You bring the sticks, and we'll just burn this to the ground. We have the scanner ready to go because it is time to bleed the ABS system so we can go into bleeding the brakes. Okay, you do the ABS first for my vast experience in reviewing these videos. And then you can bleed the brakes the old-fashioned way. So this is all charged, and I have a new battery in the back of it. I don't know how old this is. This was Randall's, my good friend Randy at Auto Auction Rebuild. He got a fancier scanner, so he gave me this one, and I love it. It does a lot. So what we're going to do is bleed the brakes. Check fluid level, check and set the parking brake. Parking brake is set. Start. Shift into park or neutral. We are. Yes. Hold the brake for the test activation. We're conducting the auto bleed. Auto bleed completed. Okay. Well, doggy, look at that right there. Lola is ready for her maiden voyage. Our astute viewers will notice the Escalade has been moved. Well, so has that car, and so has that car. I had my sister and family in town, and we just rearranged all kinds of cars. But this is what we're focusing on. And this has been the cause of our problems. Yes, I have tried 2 different sets of calipers, and I should have just gone ahead and purchased rebuilt ones. I know, they're like $75, I think, from the auto parts stores. I'm getting them for $20. Anyway, after our second set of calipers, we now have bleed valves that actually bleed, okay? Let me switch this back around, and if you'll notice, the hole right down here is clogged. Can you see? There you go. I'm already dirty. I just took a shower, and my hands are already dirty just touching this thing. the calipers were, not the calipers, the bleed nipples were clogged. So we now have them freely moving fluid. We have the front brakes bled. We have the rear, as if on cue, she's gonna check it out. Rear brakes bled, and I'm being very careful with my enunciation. And we have a car that runs and, more importantly, stops. We have one more thing to fix, okay? So what we need to do now is to go underneath and figure out, I have an O2 sensor that is unplugged, and I don't know where it goes. Well, I do, because I went to the salvage yard and I figured it out. So we're gonna go below the car, figure out where this thing plugs in, and then hopefully Miss Thing and I can take a ride. You wanna go for a ride? You wanna go for a ride? One thing I will admit, I am so tired of being underneath this car. Okay, it's been a week of just underneath all sorts of bits and pieces. There she is. Okay, that's the offender, and of course that's the problem with the glug 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 glug. That's my leak. So I have a guy that can weld that. I think he's going to do that for me. Okay, I believe that the connector is right in front here. So we're going to kind of feel around and see if we can find it. But this thing is one of the roots of my problems. Well, come to find out, the connectors for the oxygen sensor are missing. There's nothing to connect them to, which means it is time to take this little girl, back it up, back it up, back it up, for her maiden voyage. And she's so excited. All I have to do is get this, and she goes cuckoo. She knows what's coming because she's a smart girl. So let's get her up in here. You just hopped up there like a pro, didn't you? You look good in this crappy old car. And we're going to go out the door and see how this car drives, and hopefully how this car stops. So let me unlock the gate and we'll be back. I just hold my breath every time I get in this car. Maybe you'll make it smell better, Lola. Maybe you will, okay? So I brought extra brake light, my Coca-Cola. I brought my insurance papers, so we are legit. We'll put those right in here, and I haven't even cleaned this. I haven't cleaned it yet, and we'll put Lola's collar right there on the ground. Okay, let's see how she starts. I have noticed another problem with her, and the gear indicator works when it goes reverse, but to go forward, well, I guess when you back it up, it doesn't do anything. And then when you try to go forward, it just says, okay, we're in reverse. That's okay. But I do want you to notice, look at the pedal. I still have my crappy shoes on, but that used to go all the way to the floor. I mean, all the way to the floor. Now we have brakes that have been bled. We're moving. We still have to check the rear access that's open, service the ride control, and what else? And the driver's door, of course that's ajar because that's open. And one more thing. Nope, that's it. All right, well, let's go have some fun. You nervous, Miss Lola? Those are the brakes working, ladies and gentlemen. We have brakes that actually work. Let's take her down the street. Okay, she changes gears. That's a plus. What do you think so far? Oh, here comes somebody. Okay. This is my first time to drive the car. I just thought about it. This is my first time. Okay. Well, first thing I gotta say is this is a gigantic car. She is very, very heavy. She is very, very big. I think her curb weight is like 5,800 pounds. Uh-oh. Oh, let me get the check engine light already. We haven't made it a block, and the check engine light is on. That's probably our O2 sensor. And when you hit the brakes, it doesn't pull all the way like it did when Sir Randy was driving it. But I can hear, that was weird. That was the ABS trying to kick in already. I'm not even hitting the brakes hard. There's a big rattle under the steering wheel too. Can you hear that? I wonder why that's trying to kick in so early. Do you know? I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Well, we made it around the block. That's a good thing, don't you think? Yeah. That's a really good thing. If I'm going to keep it, because I'm trying to decide. I now have two SUVs. This is a different viewpoint that you're getting here, and you can see just how gross the inside of this car is. Do I keep this and sell the ML, or do I keep the ML and sell this? I don't know. Okay, this is 345 horsepower, 380 foot-pounds of torque. It's that big 6,000 V8, the Vortec 6.0 liter. Lola, do not jump out. Okay, I don't want to have to pick you up, scrape you off the ground. All right, the ML55 is about the same. It's 342 horsepower, 376 pound-feet of torque. It's faster though, but it will not pull. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yeah, this is 0 to 60 in 7.6 seconds. 6.8 for the ML55, but the thing is, this can tow 7,500 pounds. The ML can tow 5,000 pounds. This is built to tow, but it's had a hard life. 500,000 miles on this old girl, right? 500,000 miles. The ML has 170,000 miles, and it doesn't have a tow hitch yet. There is no tow hitch, so I would have to find a tow hitch. This was $1,200, which I think I greatly overpaid, finding out that it has, almost 500,000 miles. The ML55 AMG was, how much was that? $1,600. So $400 more. $400 more, and a whole different class of car, or SUV, or truck, I guess I should say. Let's do the brakes. Okay, now the ABS isn't coming on as early as it was. Maybe it has to kind of learn things. Uh-oh. Okay, sometimes when you step on the gas pedal, nothing happens. So that's an issue we may have to look at. The girl told me the transmission had been rebuilt. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of miles ago. I don't know. It could have been rebuilt 300,000 miles ago. Transfer case? I don't know. The oil was changed. The next service was 2 days ago. Look at that. The next service, 9/1/23. Okay. But this is a gigantic girl. Work to be done on her. Well, cleaning, front seat covers, front windshield. The ML needs a windshield too, but it doesn't need to be that greatly detailed. It looks good. It's clean. So let me know in the comments, what should I do? Should I keep this one? Should I sell this one? I know what you're going to say already. I know what you're going to say, and I kind of know what I'm going to do. But as long as this keeps performing for videos, I guess I'll keep making videos. So let me know, what should I do next? Should I change the fluids? Do we need to see just how bad the fluids are? Or do we start the cleaning process? Or do we take it for a drive that's longer than, a mile and a half? I don't know. Well, would you look at that, Lola? We fixed us a vehicle. These are all my notes. We have a running and stopping Cadillac Escalade. Are you happy about that? You want to go for more rides? Yeah, she loves riding in these cars. She really, really does. Anyway, it has taken a week to get this video all of the work on the freaking brakes. We replaced so many things. I mean, every part of the brake except for the steel brake lines have been replaced. I'm talking the Hydro Boost, the master cylinder, the proportioning valve up front, the ABS pump up front, the ABS module under where I'm sitting right now. All that has been replaced. All calipers, discs, rotors, all of that stuff, I think, if I remember right. And how much did I spend on it? Maybe $300. So we're up to $1,500. We're $100 less than we got that ML55 AMG for. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. This is the most ridiculous car I've ever tried to keep on the road. I don't know. It's going to be a gold mine, I hope, when it comes to cleaning this thing. So let me know what you want to see next. Okay, you want the cleaning video, or do you want to see how bad the fluids are? Because I don't know. On the transfer case, I don't know when the transmission was rebuilt. Oh gosh, differential. Brake fluid is all clean, because that's of course, that's all new. Antifreeze, no idea. Don't even know. I have sourced another one of these. Okay, so if I do decide to keep it, I found one that's in really good condition. It's just that this is a hot mess right here. This is horrible. It's going to rain. You want to go inside? Yeah, we got to fix your one little piece of hair that's hanging right there in front of your eyeball. Okay, well, we're going to call it quits. Give me 5. Thank you, ma'am. All right, yeah, we're going to call it quits on this video because I'm tired of talking about the Escalade. I have been underneath it. I have been inside it, outside it, upside down in it, and everything else because I had to get her on the road. So thank you for watching. We're back with another video on this car or the ML55. Or look at this. Look in the garage. See what's in the garage? The bronze Beamer. Which means that one could be next up to get serviced and hopefully get back on the road. Or could it be Janice, the old car next to her? I don't know. You just got to stay tuned and find out. Okay, folks? Say goodbye, Lola. Goodbye, Lola. Have a great day, everybody. Okay, bye-bye.